So as I said in my last vlog, my last video, that there was a car show on at the weekend. That's this one here. We're in Deal. It's, well, it's sort of okay. The sun's still out as such. It is a bit cloudy, a bit overcast, which has made it a little bit difficult for some of the pictures. It's a gravel pit place, which is okay. It doesn't make much difference. If a few people skid around, they do throw a few stones around. But it's a nice turnout, a nice mix of cars. You've got classic cars, American cars, modified, some of the Dirty South cars, the Rat and Custom cars. So it's actually a nice turnout, to be honest. So definitely worth a look, definitely worth coming and having a look along the seaside.
So this is my new t-shirt. It goes with my favourite drink. My favourite drink is... This is one of my favourite drinks, probably second to Beck's maybe, but this is the Mexican beer Sol. It's a really, really nice drink. I love this stuff. It's a nice sort of pale beer, quite a nice taste. I've been drinking this stuff for a very long time. I remember watching whilst we were in football, I remember watching the Italia 90 England versus Germany match in a local pub called Frank's, drinking plenty of this stuff, and we lost. But it brings me on to my t-shirt. My t-shirt, as you can see, pretty much similar, same logo. There you go. But it's not for the beer. This down the bottom says, "Away the lads, Sunderland." The Sol on this, which is the reason I bought it, because I think this is brilliant. Sol on this stands for Stadium of Light, which is the Sunderland stadium for the Sunderland football team since 1997, when the stadium was eventually built. I love it. I think this is a really cool t-shirt. I think it's brilliant the way it ties in with my favourite beer, and I just think it's excellent. This came from the Love Supreme website, which is the Sunderland fan site for Sunderland football fans. I've had books from them before. You've seen my Mackham book came from the same place, along with my book during the lockdown of songs during lockdown. So a few bits and bobs from them, but I think this is really cool. Why am I standing in the bathroom, you might ask? Well, in my last video, when I stopped to get the shot over the sort of the Spey and I was filming the Kestrel, I was right outside of Home Bargains, and I went in Home Bargains and thought, oh, they've got new shower curtains. So I ended up buying a really funky sort of holographic starry shower curtain, like you do, because I thought, well, it'd be different, wouldn't it? So I am off this week, luckily enough. Well, I say lucky enough, it's just a week I've had to take off. I've had all my holiday booked for me by the manager, just so I had to get them done. I hadn't really thought about it, so everything's done and in. I started the week with my son's 10th birthday. I managed to take him to the circus with his brother. It was alright. I'm not a massive circus fan, but actually it wasn't too bad, to be fair. We had the normal circus sort of stuff that you get, but they managed to do something a bit different, which was a sort of globe of death, they called it, with motorbikes going around a globe, which I thought was quite good actually. Now, the weather's not exactly as best as it could be, as always, but I have just seen England qualify through the last 16 to the quarterfinals. We've just beaten Germany, which is no bad thing. Means we're in the quarterfinals. We could face Sweden or the Ukraine. I'm out to do some shopping because I'm not interested in the Sweden-UK game. And to be honest with you, I don't care who we play really, as long as we're in a quarterfinal. We did get to the semi-final of the World Cup, so this should be no surprise to us really. And of course I've still got my England top on. I did show you the Stadium of Light top earlier. I will be wearing that a lot more often. I'll probably wear that tomorrow, after obviously today's an England day. But I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow because the weather's not that brilliant and the car's going in for its MOT. So I'll probably be carless again, which normally happens during these holidays. But at least the first holiday I have, I tend to put the car in, get stuff done. It probably needs quite a bit doing to it, so I might be without it for a little while, we'll see. So as I was saying yesterday, I did kind of expect it. It is pouring down with rain, car's gone in, I've had to walk, not at a great distance, but I've had to walk a distance in the rain, which is okay, but it has made my hair look a bit weird. I mean, it is thinning, the green is sort of gradually sort of thinning out, but I'm not so sure whether I want to keep it or not. I might keep a bit of green, simply because with my Instagram it obviously relates to green hair. We're doing Nom Nom green hair. My car shows what I go and do photography. People know me from the green hair, so I quite like it. It's a bit of a trademark, but as it obviously it's got shorter and it's grey, you can see my head's really fat. It shows my fat head off quite a bit, which brings me on to the subject of glasses now. Well, I wear glasses when I'm reading. These are quite small, but they're fairly comfortable. I can fit these. When I bought my sunglasses a few years ago, I showed you I was walking around Canterbury. I bought a pair of Oakleys, but these are blue at the sides, but they were really nice because they were quite wide and they fit. They were over 100 quid, but they're quite a nice pair of sunglasses. I tend to wear them out. They're still quite a little bit tight on the side of my head. But the other night, as I was out on my way to Sainsbury's, and I said to you I went to Sainsbury's to do some shopping, I saw some glasses out there that will go with my hair and my head, if I haven't got as much green hair, shall we say. And they're a nice wide pair again. And that's these. These, as you can see, are a rather green, or should I say very green pair. These are only Foster Grants. These were, I think, about 15 quid. But the thing with me is, I said they're wide. These are quite wide as well, so luckily both of those are quite wide. Where you compare them to the glasses that I wear on a daily basis, they're a bit thinner. It's not much in it, but I need wide sunglasses. I've got a pair of Ray-Ban Wayfarers, which I've had for donkey's years, absolutely donkey's years. I bought them off a mail order catalogue many years ago, and they're slightly too thin. So they're a bit tight on my head, but loose on my nose, because I've got quite a fat nose. So something to keep my green theme going. I also keep the green theme going a little bit on the Fitbit when I'm wearing it. The Fitbit's got a green face. There's quite a few green faces actually for the Fitbit, so I shall be keeping a few of them when I'm wearing it. I don't wear it all the time, as you know, it's just really for night time. But today, as I've been doing some walking, I thought I'd wear it just to see how far I've walked. To be honest with you, it's not that far. So I imagine for the rest of the day, until the guy rings me up to tell me if the car's done or not done or needs doing, I might give Animal Crossing a bit of a bash, like you do.
I'm head over heels for you, baby. Ooh, can't believe you are my lady. It's so crazy, it's so crazy.